Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Connection to the right. At the 45 on his way. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll give it to Johnson. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans.
And he makes the catch inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
Touchdown, TCU.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
7, Texas, 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be.
At the 21.
So by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll run it to the right. At the 35, he's open. Running toward the tape. He's at the 20. He's all the way down to the 3.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's now second and goal.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Pushes for the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And that's a really good stop by this defense. 3rd down, they run the football, they're physical. You gave up some yards on the possession, so be it. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
On the option. He'll toss it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Quarterback checking off. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where 3rd down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
The give to the back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on 4th down.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup you want, and now go win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on 4th down, and the QB seeing it, throwing a strike, getting the first down.
And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Looking down the middle. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
They're trying to get to him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we're going to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping him. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
The freshman just a little too much on that one.
It's really tough as a quarterback to throw down here in the red zone because the windows, they constrict so quickly. Quarterback lucky that ball wasn't picked. He tried to force that one into double coverage.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Takes a hit as he fires. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job breaking nose for the first down.
A strike downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Makes the catch. It's Cook. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback will audible. On second down, looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
It'll be a run on third and short. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Looking for blockers. Set sail out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Back to throw, it's Manning. Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half.
Texas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a... He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Hey, good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
He's back to throw on second down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Takes his shot. Got his man to the left. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curler.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. after the incompletion. They go back up top. Makes a connection. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback, throwing a curl route into zone coverage. You've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon that this QB has.
And the Longhorns are on the move.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Arrow.
They'll throw it on first down. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They keep attacking through the air. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to...
Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
TCU. Texas.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The handoff to Johnson. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. After that completion, move the sticks. It's first down. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Texas 21.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Scrambling away. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
TCU.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. First down here for the offense. The give from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
From the gun, give on the inside. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. To the air, it's Manning. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire. Who steps up and makes the big-time play?
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll give it to him again. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll give it to Johnson. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating. at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Quarterback adapting. Sails one into the middle. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. They're bringing heat. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He'll take a shot. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Looking to throw. He wants it all. Last chance, and he's got it. He's got it for the touchdown. And they can send it to overtime with the kick. Or do they dare try to win it here?
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
He wants to throw it. Steps away. He's got it. They convert the 2, and they take the lead here in the 4th. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of time those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team. And that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that. They're talented. They're obviously motivated. I can't wait to see how they follow this up in their next game.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.